that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
That 180, 390. Get that quarterback, Demo.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
He's checking.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Watch twist. Bravo. Watch Mike. Coming. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, here we go. Go. Get it.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A first down carry for Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Greystone, travel. He's coming, double up. Yep. Go. Hit it.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
On the ready.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
First down, Chargers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rivers. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On 1st down, Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Topper. Ready.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Haywood.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hatchet, protein spill, a alpha.
To throw is Tannehill. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
At the 39-yard line.
Get loaded. Loaded.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers in Wisconsin. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Rivers on the money, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's complete to Watt. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, first I thought that might have been a bobbled snap, but as it developed, it wasn't. They designed that fake, probably wishing they would have kicked it.
Certainly that was not a bobble, because we've seen that before, haven't we? You know, and they have a code word, right? Usually a fire. And oftentimes that means move outside, right? They try and find open space and the holder rolls out. He tried to go up the middle. That was designed with blocking, and they had no place to go. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Check that one, Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Come on. Hey, ready.
On second down now, it's Gordon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. And this a 39-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Tannehill on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A second down run with Lewis, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. and goal from the 6 this time.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Step around 80. Step 180. 54. Right, 54. I got you.
To throw again. Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation in there. The defense won the battle.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Tighten up, tighten up. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. 52, by 52. I got it. 5-2's the match. Shoot.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Even. 4th down. Even. Ready?
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Hunter Henry brings it in. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
54, right there. 54.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Come on,
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run. This is Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
60 or. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Go.
On first down, Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Good play. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Night, sweetheart. Hey, you got to get moving, man.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now it's the backup Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Motion, bump.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis.
Come on.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Zipper.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Taylor complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Taylor. And it is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Taylor. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Chargers.
Taylor now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. He completes it to Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Set, ready. 54 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now it's Taylor being chased, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now they'll run with Lewis. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try again with Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10.
On first down, it's Lewis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second.